So on these trucks, the computer's down there. Alright, so this is a 2002 Vortec 5.3 V8. So here's the computer right down in here. They put this plastic over it, but you just pop the plastic off and get the computer out. It's got like 2 connectors on the back of it. So we've already been through this whole thing. Right here is the fuse box. You can see we went through all the wiring here because the mice got in here and they chewed it all up. So, you know, they did a number on this thing. So we had to get in here and clean up all the wires. But that's good. So now we got to get in here. We're going to swap out the computer. So first things first, we're getting this battery disconnected. Pop this thing out. Alright, so here's the computer right here. It's just got these 2 bolts on the back of it. They're 8mm. I like to check these wires down in here because the mice get down in there and they chew these wires all up. It's easy for them to get to. Okay, I lied. They're 7mm. Get them off of there. Get out of there. Come on. If your computer's corroded and bad and nasty, it'll look like this one. Now this one got a little bit of water in there and it's sat and it'll cause a ton of problems. So you got to get in there, get all that corrosion out of there, or else you'll have a ton of problems in the future. So the crankshaft position sensor on these trucks is not fun. You got to crawl up under there, get to it, but we need to get in there, get this one out, put the new one in. I got Delphi this time instead of that AC Delco because I've tried 2 AC Delco ones. So I got a Delphi one. We're going to see if that does the trick. And then we got to do a crankshaft relearn. Let's get to it. All right, so here's the old sensor here. This is an OEM AC Delco one. I'm going to go swap it for a Delphi one. So I've already gotten in here and checked the wiring from the PCM all the way down to the sensor, and it's fine. There's no problems with it. I've checked it with the multimeter. It's not broken. It's not bad at all. So it's not the wiring. So you're going to want to get in here and check to see if there's any corrosion on these pins. It doesn't look like it. I've already been through it a lot. You know, there's no corrosion, no broken wires, no nothing. I got the new computer. Let's check it out. All right, so here they are. We got the old computer here and we got the new computer here. So this is the old one. You can see the part number versus the part number here. They're identical. So I got this from Flashmasters. There they are if you want to check them out. I paid for it. But yeah, this looks pretty good. It looks like they got it sandblasted, cleaned up, and then the old one here is all nasty. But man, this thing looks really good. It's nice and clean, bead blasted. It's the exact same thing, and it's got the latest calibration, which is the software updates on it that this is supposed to have. So the pins look really good. They're nice and clean, nice and gold plated, no corrosion at all. But once you install a new computer on these vehicles, you have to match the computer to the ignition lock cylinder. It's got a little resistor in there. They have to communicate together because if not, it thinks you're trying to steal the vehicle and just will not start, or it'll just die while you're driving it. So it's got these rubber seals down in there. You can see the red rubber seals. You're going to want to get in there and make sure that those are fully seated. I like to spray some WD-40 down in here. You can use dielectric grease, but I like WD-40 because it soaks down into the holes better and it'll prevent any corrosion from getting down in there. Let's get it replaced. Time to do a VATS Relearn. This is going to be fun. All right, so the security light's flashing. We got to take care of this. So you got to have enough charge on the thing, or if it dies during this procedure at all, you got to restart. So I got it on the battery tender here. I'm going to hook it up to another truck. Here's the other truck here. It's going to keep enough juice on there while we do this. I got to leave this running while this tries to learn. Crank it once. All right, so try one with the key in. Try to crank it. And it fails. Leave it in the on position. Security light should come on. I don't know why the battery keeps doing that. It's charging. All right, there it is. So we're gonna wait 10 minutes. All right, security light's off. Turn the key off, 10 seconds. Crank it twice. All right, it didn't start. This is test 2. Now we're gonna wait for the security light 10 more minutes. There it is. All right, the security light's off. 10 seconds. Crank it 3 times. All right, this should be the 3rd time. It should crank after we let it sit this time. There it is. All right, the security light's off for the 3rd time. It should start, hopefully, 10 seconds. And there it is. It is running now. Sweet. Man, that's a pain. You know, if you mess up this procedure at all, turn the key wrong, right, you know, mess it up, gotta start over. Truck dies, start over. So, you know, it can take a long time. It can take a couple hours if you mess it up. It takes 30 minutes if you do it right. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Now we gotta do a crankshaft relearn procedure. So you need a Tech 2 scan tool to do this. I got a Tech 2 emulator on my computer. You know, I plug the little scan tool up, and then I get on the computer and I can perform the procedure. Turn the key on. I got the software open right here. North America, Bosch MDI, USB, diagnostics, 2002, light truck. The engine is a VIN code T, it's a LM7 without. All right, special functions. Crankshaft position variation learn. 4,000 RPM. And it's done. All right, so we got the computer swapped out. This thing's running much better now. I mean, I hadn't had any problems. I've been testing it for a little bit here. And I mean, yeah, it hasn't stalled or anything, but this thing's running much better now. I hadn't had any problems. It's got the same power as it did before we swapped out the computer. So I think it's good to go. You know, it hasn't misfired or anything. It's running fine. There's no check engine light on after we swapped this thing and did that VATS Relearn. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button, smash the subscribe button down below if you like these type of videos, and if you want to check out the full abandoned rebuild, it'll be up here somewhere. I'll check you on the next video. Later.